Hey there YouTube, Phantasma Knight. We're back at Disco Elysium, or back in Rivershaw. So, I found out that that alcoholic drink I had, Commodore Red, has 30 minutes left. I have no idea what the duration was like for. The icon's a little cut off on my screen because I'm playing in window mode and you can't see the bar at the top. You know, with low X in the corner and the name of the... didn't realize this menu would appear. In the name of the application you're running, which in this case is Disco Elysium. Anyway, we ran over here to talk to this guy before we get rid of Kim. And I kind of want to talk to the union workers afterward too. You know, with backup, because they don't seem friendly.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise.
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
Ah.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
They don't want to talk to some cops about anything either.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
Uh-huh, and?
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
That would have gotten rid of a big chunk of evidence if I had pawned it away, but someone else could still take it. We haven't secured the body yet.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Huh. Hold up. 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? Does it just not have leggings? It has gauntlets but no leggings. Interesting. For a full suit of body armor? Modern body armor, like we're talking like bulletproof vests and so on, they don't really have like leggings or anything like that. Like you have boots, but that's more for, you know, hiking around. There might be steel toes, depending on your line of work. And the vest itself might have some extra padding, like hanging off to the side, like covering your hips and groin, for example. And there's the helmet, of course, but you don't really have gauntlets. Kind of gets in the way. The idea is that your torso is going to be the biggest target on you, and anything else that gets hit, you will at least survive. And if you pack too much armor, it's just going to slow you down. I think that's the whole reasoning behind it. Anyway, let's see this.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Huh. I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces, including the helmet. That's kind of a tall order.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
It's implied. He finds it unlikely that you will succeed in this.
You know, you gotta go for the goal and not expect that much.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So, can I use this to, what, scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. Thank you for the cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Good talking to you. Gotta run. I was thinking about socking the kid in the face instead. Since we are cops solving a murder, I can't really get violent on a kid, right? But god, I hate this kid more than any of the kids from Pathologic, and some of them were pretty bad. Oh, and I went into the store and got 80 cents, so I was carrying around 8 bottles apparently. Guess you got nothing to do but pick up bottles all day. Okay, let's go back in here and, well, my physique is gone. Oh boy. Go talk to this jerk. There's a bowl, there's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Yo. Never had chewing tobacco. People love the stuff, but they spit a lot. Photos of men in overalls, toting guns and Union placards. I'm not looking forward to this. Anything on the window?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Oh. It's not time yet. As in, we're supposed to do this at night, perhaps? Mysterious door seen. Wait, what mysterious door?
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Let's revert our gaze for now. Here we go.
This is where you say your bed.
A broad-shouldered man points like you would a beer can. You know, the lady isn't nice either, but she's got brain cells, for better or worse. This guy doesn't seem very intelligent. Okay, let's see what we got.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet. I wonder why this is a choice, but let's click it.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Yeah, the boss man says my turn, though.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
I mean, the guy's pointing out that's my turn, but if it's my turn, then you have to wait for me to take my turn. Cheddar's too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince. Oh boy.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief. Shoot, should I be high?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
You mean down here? I'm floating up high, remember?
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
Oh, no point talking about their attitude. They're probably too dumb to figure it out. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Right. No one reported him because they figured you punks were gonna deal with it.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You probably don't even clean yourself at all.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
You mean with you guys all constantly chiming in every time anything happens? Every time someone so much as takes a breath? Really?
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s.
Should put my glasses on.
Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Maritzian. In his late 30s, early 40s.
Surely they don't have the whole crew. This group of people goes around murder people together. They eat together. Do they all go to the bathroom together too?
He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations. Hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
Huh. And the low guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Judging from something Midoro said in the past, I wonder if this is a red herring. It's not actually these guys. That would be too easy, right? Now what am I gonna do? Arrest them all? With what backup?
In the middle, heaving and wheezing.
They don't
Big
recognize
guy,
our authority.
boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Oh, so I guess they don't all go to the bathroom together. One of them is missing. The odd soul?
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
It's not her, is it?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
Sizes you up?
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
What did they say were the possibilities for why she has an odd soul? Drums, driver. Cue this guy saying, "Shut up!"
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
Oh, not violent enough.
Talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
Maybe it's a good thing that all your idiots are constantly
So
talking.
let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points like the lieutenant. Oh boy, do we get more racism? Also, I thought a little bit about the racist lorry driver. It should be obvious, but Rivershell was a huge place. I mean, our character's from the 41st district. Kim is from, I don't know, 57th or something like that. Or precinct, not necessarily district. I don't know how their numbering system works. But this is a big place, so just to look at someone based on their ethnicity, before they even start talking and saying, welcome, kind of ridiculous. Anyway, back to this.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Oh, he's threatening us.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Hey, we're not the ones who think he's so pretty. You guys been admiring him for a week, haven't you?
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why are your boot prints all over the scene? Let's not talk about our bizarre occult visions.
You mean these boots?
He raises his worker boot. Size 46, steel reinforced toe.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
You know, I know that we're playing the good guys. And I know that we're proper cops, if a little unorthodox. In cases like these, I wish you could just shoot all these a-holes. Like, not even kill them, just leave them completely maimed. See how they react. Once one of them starts yelping about, you can't do this, shoot them again. I know it's my violent side coming out again, but God, why is everyone here so unbelievably rude? They don't care that anyone's been killed. And, I mean, these guys might have killed them, but it seems like they're covering up because they didn't hang him. Or at least not while he was alive.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
Squint your eyes, but there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
I'm talking to him, not to you.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
That's not how it works. If all 7 of you kill him, all 7 of you are going to jail. Man, the law is weird, right? Not like I know how the law works in real life. You murdered him just like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says that if it were worse than dying. And Reunion, what's that?
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Okay, let's look at all these choices, because it looks like we only get bad choices. Yes, but they're all bad people. Criminals, the scum of the earth. Yeah, they're gonna say the same thing about the guy that they supposedly murdered in cold blood. They'll say that these are the kind of people that... Maybe I should be careful. I seem to have a bit of a self-righteous streak myself. So am I really all that different from all these people who think that whatever they do, no matter how much they hurt people, it's alright because they deserved it? This one is probably the worst choice of them all. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. These people don't respect that kind of thing. They don't respect professionalism at all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Which means the best choice is this one. Honestly, I drink so much, I can't really remember anyone I sent behind bars. I switched between put and sent at the last moment.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
Wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. Who called the shots at night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys.
So why can't I arrest them all then?
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passed her lips as she tilts her head. See, this is one of those cases where I wish I could shoot her. Like... I know it's an abuse of power. I know it's not a good guy thing to do, but seriously? When people treat you like this, for trying to solve a crime, for trying to make the war a better place, and they laugh at you? And they get away with it, and they're trying to get away with it? They think that they got a foolproof plan? It's so aggravating. Okay, enough anger me. People are gonna come here and be like, whoa, this guy's dangerous, better call the popo on him. The internet popo? Is there such a thing?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
Points at Elizabeth. I thought she did. Oh, let's read all these. Fat Aegis, the biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Evar Claret runs the Union. Claire, you answered him, right? But why are we calling them the big D? That was the odd soul, right? The girl. I think this one will get a rise out of them. This one seems like it might actually get something. This one I'm a little curious about. I'm really curious how they answer this one. This one I just want to say just to get a rise out of them. And this one is a almost. Well, I mean, it's less obvious than pointing at Titus, but I mean, they're all on his bankroll. I don't think this one would give me too many answers. This one is such a gut reaction, though, pointing to Elizabeth. They're probably gonna laugh at me, but I want to say this one and see what happens. Kings is run by the oldest, most venerable member. Old man lets out an annoyed cough, then reaches into his pocket for another cigarette.
Theo's a great guy, a great guy, but come on. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys, genius.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
I don't know. I counted 8 footsteps. Oh, let's ask the questions one by one. This one will probably get a response out of them, but I don't know. They've been a little too nonchalant about everything. And this one is going to get me in trouble. Like, when did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
You just killed him out of nowhere? Cool.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
Bunch of chubs.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
I'd rather put a bullet between your eyes.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Wait, do I have a time limit based on how many questions I ask? No, let's just have to ask them.
Why? 'Cause
Why did you kill him?
He was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out alive.
And he stepped out. Got it. He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice. Kind of like the vocal inflection, just not liking his attitude.
What kind of mercenary?
Stellar voice acting this game. Gotta remind myself that. I often do. The most irritating villains are probably the best voice actors. Not necessarily, but they do a pretty good job.
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
I have no idea what Ornese is, but Cohoy. Something about that combination of letters makes me think Vietnam. Semenese or Semenine, I still don't know exactly.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hired merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you know he was in Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Oh god, I guess it's my turn next, isn't it?
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Now, why didn't you start with that? If he was a rapist, then he got everything that was... then he deserved everything that he got coming to him. And worse. Wipes spittle from his mouth. But seriously, you couldn't have opened with that? You just had to antagonize the cops?
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
That is really weird. Harassment is worse than threats of violence? I guess it depends on what kind of harassment. I would consider a threat of violence a harassment. Possibly even worse. Although if you go by the elementary school definition, harassment is just someone doing something you don't like and you tell them to stop, they keep doing it.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
I didn't notice, but my lizard brain did. Lizard brain probably actually refers to something. A
Kill
reptilian
us all
brain.
if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
Ah, wonder that's what happened to the I'm just gonna call her waitress, the employee who worked here, the whirling in rags.
He grabbed someone?
Lieutenant's trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Or raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
You never actually said you got her out. No, I'm scrolling up. No, you never said you got her out.
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Right, but who did he then? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Volition! No! I need higher volition! Dang, I just realized when I got my physique up, it gave me an extra health bar. Wonder what would happen if I took one of the drugs? Do I lose bonus health or do I lose half my health once it wears off? How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep. Titus does not see it coming.
We... Look,
He looks more
I'm not
irritated
gonna
before.
play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
Didn't you say earlier that you hit him on the head with a bottle of wine and nothing? Knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
Strange answers to the tight hand. Oh, there's a red check though. Composure. Why is my composure so high? Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out? Are you gonna say a wine bottle?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
Samuran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samuran Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool.
I can't remember what that martial art that name reminds me of. I don't actually know martial arts myself, so. I know, but I think it was a relatively common one. Like, I want to say it was a Russian style. I can't remember.
He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
Ah, that gang experience. He might be lying. Oh, okay, 83%. Let's try it.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
First, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there.
Consistent fidgetiness, huh?
Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
But who's cracking under the pressure then? This one. Wait, you're not gonna say it out loud? Alright. This one. He's sweating profusely and has trouble breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Okay, let's ask this first. Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, but he didn't say.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
You didn't say if the fight took place here. You said that someone hit him on the head with a bottle and he didn't go down. Hey, you. Having trouble breathing over there? You need some help? We can call you an ambulance.
No.
He looks up, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Man next to the big guy bursts out laughing. Wow. This guy's on top of things, even if he has rat face and whiny.
Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
That's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Alright, got some other questions about the
Like
legend.
what, Copper?
How does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh?
A sip of beer makes the surprise go down easier.
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly.
Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect someone. He's not very good at it.
I mean, it was obvious that he was trying to protect someone, but he suddenly became not very good at it. I mean, he's shaken. Is that why he's not very good at it? You make it sound as if he's just not good at lying.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
So, what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head. Jeez, what the heck is this? Weak when we first met? What? Because I was just staring off into space? Because I didn't be all aggressive and say, then what if I arrest you? God, that's not gonna go well. Not at all. Need 16. Okay, so let's I was gonna say let's do the math, but honestly all I'm gonna get is a +2. If I take away the book. So 2. Yeah. I got skill points, I guess. I could try again. You still haven't explained the bullet I found the hangman. But we gotta establish authority first.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
Why can't we put a bullet in your head?
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Of course.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
I'm gonna ask you again, why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
And the abrasion color seemed pretty recent, as well as the exit wound.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
I kind of want to take that fight, actually.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened.
And they're obviously
Stop
lying.
wasting your time.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Never been worried in my life.
Oh, that's
man.
good. It's gonna be a real treat when you get worried for the first time.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there somewhere.
This guy's strange reaction to bullet. Man, even if I... It's a 3 to get to a 16, meaning we're going to have to roll on that 12. Oh, this is lame. Even if I had 5, I would have to roll in that 12, I think. Is that how the math checks out? No, if I had a 4, it would be in that 12. Yeah. I feel like I shouldn't be wasting my points on things I'm not good at. I'm gonna take off now. Okay. So, authority is psyche, so I could take drugs for this. Yeah. And then... Okay, so we don't have any items we could use, and this book is just gonna make things harder. It was nice having Inland Empire and empathy, but I wonder, authority. What does this book do anyway? The cover features a row of concrete buildings with a monochrome rainbow in the sky. It tells a rather excruciating story about 2 lovers during a period of ethnic unrest in Yugograd. The book has been filed under psychological realism.
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekatina Dar. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
Feels heavy.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands. as though the cover were lined with lead.
Or there's something inside it.
It would do that in Grad.
How long is this book anyway?
You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
Oof.
Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading.
Look at the back cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author.
What does she look like?
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph. And yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you.
That's rough. I'm gonna check my thoughts for a moment, though. -1 logic. Speed gives +1 psyche. Right, but speed is a drug that we don't have. Huh. +2 empathy towards Kim. Interesting. Embarrassment to the party. Yeah, no. Okay. The fact that this lowers my encyclopedia kind of upsets me, actually. I feel like I should forget this thought. Not yet, though. Start reading.
In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. The Yugograd riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugograd Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature.
Neat.
As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
What
It would
happens next?
physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
I am very curious. Wait, is making time pass? No, I won't subject myself to Gradian realism
You've made
yet.
the right life choices today, sir.
You gain XP for it. Physically hurt me. Amusing. Oh, let's interact with this bullet. Now it looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What did I do with you, Bullet?
What?
I said, what did I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Why do I get the feeling the murder weapon's going to be my gun?
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the
The
bag.
squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Oh, okay, so this isn't from my gun. Right, because they're using like ball and powder type guns. Well, this thing... I'm not 100% sure what a jacketed bullet is. This isn't the casing. You don't fire the casing into the victim. Or into whatever you're targeting.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark gray core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
The base of the bullet is 5 millimeters. You know, I want to say that when they say something is a 9 millimeter bullet, that talks about the bullet itself, not the round, not the full casing. Because even though it's been a while since I handled 5.56, I don't think it was 5. I don't think it was 5 or 6 millimeters.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet, close to 5 millimeter in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
What year is this again? Is it like 51? I thought it was 1951, but this might be more 1851?
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Okay, maybe it's 1951, but then why are we still using ball and powder? Yeah.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Conical bullets. So, I mean, this isn't like a literal ball then, but how's this more advanced? I don't know enough about guns to figure this out, but I hear jacketed bullets and I'm thinking of something like that you fire from a cartridge, because I've never heard about full metal jacket bullets in older weaponry. Conical bullets? Muzzle loaded though? With powder separately? I don't remember they actually said powder, but I mean, it's muzzle loaded. What else would it be?
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Whoa. Encyclopedia said this came from breech lore. Legendary. Try to determine what kind of weapon shot this. Hand-eye coordination's real good.
A rifle,
and I got it.
Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century.
That's tiny.
Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for a well-preserved antique, most likely.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from. Dangle the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
Shot probably came from a Belmargrave rifle. I don't remember how they pronounced it. Definitely a French accent. Not that I know anything about accents, as I keep saying.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Revachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
But why? You're stuck in single shots in places where you could get jumped by 7 or 8 people at once.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Worth what? Getting shot? I mean, this is obviously a choice to make him like us more, but...
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
So I was right. It felt backwards because it is backwards. They've purposely downgraded their weaponry because they went from wartime to civilian law enforcement.
But back to the investigation.
Seems we're looking for antiques enthusiasts. Now, we had no indication that there is any kind of foreign guerrilla fighters that got mixed up with this. And well-armed gangsters, no indication of that either. Then again, there's also no indication of an antiques enthusiast, but this weapon is an antique. And I don't know.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Bullet has nothing more to say. Put it away. Okay, now. Wow, we spent a lot of time. I thought I was going to get rid of Kim much earlier in this. Anyway, let's put away the book. Take some of this drug. I wonder if I should have my flashlight equipped in more. Probably, actually. Oh my, the flashlight works interestingly. I did not mean to do that. This is what I studied law for? Wow, okay, this is bizarre. Anyway, let's take the drug.
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens. Rare and gritty. A product of the age of atomic power.
Look at the little puck of liquid.
What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom.
Wait, radiation poisoning sounds scary.
It's not gonna give you radiation poisoning, stupid.
Nah, I didn't think it would.
Pyrrolidon is a perfect match for a badass junkie cop who's looking for a little heat.
Open the cap.
The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up. Like an oyster. Come on, slurp it.
Wait, won't Kim see me slurp it?
What is he? Your mother? Is Kim your au pair? Slurp it. Slurp the morsel of danger joy.
Not gonna slurp it. Yet.
No problem. This one's for the brave and sensitive ones anyway. It could improve your human interactions. But you threw that chance away. No matter. In a few hours, you'll get the urge again. Maybe then you'll choose more courageously.
Only if Kim is no longer around.
You've passed up your chance to start using Pyrrolidon for now. But don't worry. The option to use it becomes available again in 4 hours.
Oh no, we're actually dealing with the drug addictions. Okay. Shoot. Well, let's talk again. Try that outdoor thing.
The circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Circus? You mean you guys? Let's do it. Establish authority. And fail. Then we're going to level up and we're going to fail again.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
First, stop my feet. Yeah, that's not. No. Jeez, that's no. We don't have enough bullets to kill all of them. Also, Kim would very displeased with us. That's it. That's all I got.
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
Probably not with these people.
You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
Oh no. Here we go. This is gonna be bad. Kim, I need your gun.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea.
Why is authority still talking? It's because I failed.
I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
You know, actually that makes me a little happier, but I have to think and process that. What? Who? Me? What is it? Everybody calm down. This is only a demonstration. Turn to Kim. Kim, the gun, please.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
But I don't want to give you my gun.
He looks worried and he whispers.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Trust me, Kim. I am merely flesh.
Merely what?
Doesn't quite catch the last word. Brief him on past the signs.
Be careful. It's loaded.
Unholsters and gives you his firearm. Feels oddly light and buzzing your hand, like a funny toy.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
So, behold the demonstration. Put the barrel in your mouth.
What are you doing?
The short cold barrel touches your lips. Tastes like iron in hell. I'm gonna joke for a moment, pretend that Kim is not a stellar cop, and pretend that he's more worried about me getting my disgusting spit over the gun than he is about me putting the gun in my mouth. The loaded gun in my mouth. The one-shot loaded gun in my mouth.
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
Oh my god, this is terrible. This is freaking terrible. Would they actually let me do this? I'll probably need some like ungodly willpower or volition or something. Just in case I need it. These are my thoughts. This is my head.
What in the name of motherfuck?
Leans closer, squinting.
Acidic taste on your lips. Corrosive. Once as a child you put your tongue against the rail. It was winter. That was a long time ago.
The fuck is he saying?
Some insane shit.
Nothing. Give me the gun.
This is kind of what I expected. You walked in on me having not gotten rid of Kim yet because I'm trying to talk to these guys, trying to figure out what to do. I spent nearly an hour messing around and now I have a gun in my mouth. The game was like that you're not going to do what he thinks you're going to do, but you're not going to do what you think you're going to do either. Honestly, this is one of the things I thought about. I don't know why I'm doing it, but very unconventional. Can I just pull the trigger? This is gonna be terrible, and Kim's gonna be ticked off. I don't know. None of these look like even halfway decent choices. These are the kind of guys who would actually wait until you pull the trigger. Whether or not they're going to respect you afterwards, no, they're not going to respect you. Whether or not they're going to handle this panic afterwards, I don't know how they would handle this panic, but honestly, there's nothing good about this. This is Kim's gun. So if a cop dies to his partner's gun, kind of looks bad for the partner, especially if they just met. I spent too long debating. No quick save? Let's pull the trigger.
Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official reportedly from the 41st precinct shot himself in the head last night in the middle of a crowded cafeteria. in downtown Martinez. The exact details of the incident have not been revealed, but first-hand witnesses claim that the officer was making a point. Can't say I'm surprised. Lawrence Gart, manager of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria, where the incident took place, commented he was extremely unstable and had threatened to kill himself before.
And you didn't think to report that to anyone, including his partner. Interesting. Okay, game autosaves, right? Oh, when was the last autosave? Oh my, did I really just pull that? The macro ending was more stupid, I would say. This was just plain unproductive. Nothing special about it.
The man is... The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so I gotta go back and do all that again. Very quickly, gotta go through it. Nah, I mean, I lost an hour of progress, but we're gonna get back to it in like 5 minutes. If I remember what I did. Oh, right, I need to go sell my bottles again. You know what, F it. Oh, wait. Let's see, is it 5 minutes? Let's time myself from here. If it's more than that, I might have to think about cutting this from the video. Run faster, guys. I'm on a 5-minute timer.
All I'm wondering, man. To get me into...
What happened?
I was asked to...
Did you?
At first I thought. So I went to... Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I learned...
What else?
Not much. I did some...
How does it?
In parts. So, as I count, there are 2 parts
I'm gonna
missing.
pick something slightly different. I'm gonna find one piece of it.
Ass.
One is enough.
This is where I left.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits.
The head.
Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Cool.
No problem. If you see that kid...
Good talking to you. Thanks. Okay, let's just stand out here in the cold air with all the background noise instead of going and doing all that stuff back there. Let's see. Really want to get rid of this thing. And plus, there's no guarantee that the same choices I made before are going to work this time. Sag.
The bullet is beside his orderly.
What? Well, if we find in conclusion, the more we know about
The score. You wouldn't order the jacket of the bullet. You can just about. It's
what can you say about a jacketed bullet?
highly un.
Even the art.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those
Shoot.
epic tasks. That's a rifle.
Oh, cool, we made it.
The 4.46 cap. No, antiques.
Okay. An antique. That makes sense. They can't be.
Probably a
I
good
have
thing.
to hand it to the monarchs. It's quite admirable that they took the advice of criminologists last century and banned the use of breech loaders in peacetime.
Imagine breech loaders being cutting edge tech.
Some new RCM recruits.
Prohibiting.
Makes you consider a shot. I like it.
Imagine if everyone. But
Okay, he says the
back
same
to the
thing. Got it.
investigation.
Well-armed gangsters?
Let's find out.
Next step, finding the gun itself. Got it. Cool, 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 cool. Oh. Did I lose my health boost from... I guess I lost my health boost by talking to that guy. Oh, I should have tried... Oh, I want to see if the boost you get is temporary HP or not. Oh well. Yeah, maybe later. Well, we'll get back to where we were before.
You would do that. You flip through. Real art is dense, and the back cover. She can't be much in cold. For Hugo as ethnic, it would physically hurt. You've made the right.
Got it. Okay, let's go, 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 go. I don't think it's been 5 minutes yet, but I've got the exact time that I started. I think I got another minute and a half left. Shucks. Cool. Cool. And this was a hard check.
Behind the dock workers, there's a little slide panel
Right, it's
up
not
there
time
to
yet.
let some air in.
Okay, let's talk this guy.
This is where you say your bed.
Yeah. We've already been through this. Come on, cross your arms faster.
Detective.
Hey, Dip.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity.
We need,
These are but simple peasants.
first, we need to talk about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM's
Yeah.
Real big dick cup.
Yeah, look at the big...
Must be something in the watering jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to start asking.
Do a head count first. Starting, sitting on across. He spent, and then the M in the far corner. Standard size in the middle. In conclusion,
One
the
is missing the
exact-
odd
The
soul.
fuck is with you, fella?
Where's Dave Hardy
Marty,
for?
or what?
Actually, boss.
She.
Shut the fuck up.
So let me get
That's right. You're not
good.
There's no point in putting.
So,
They love him, boss.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Yeah, let's see. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
container belt? Because we took it. We did this.
There's a
Okay,
catch
slightly
there
different, but
somewhere.
whatever.
He didn't confess so
There is no catch.
all 7 to get.
How many people?
Shares elect
Or send them to Reunion to rot.
the River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates.
Doesn't...
Ain't no use keeping
Yeah, I didn't feel like saying the other
together.
ones.
Are you deaf? Do you think
A trick question. Don't let her lead the
Who do you fucking think?
Ever
does?
clear. I thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad.
This asshole is worse than...
I think you.
yes? There are some administrative differences.
No, they're still listening to
On
you,
that
lady.
night, they all acted
Quiet.
as one man. You don't.
I know, Lizzie.
No.
Yeah!
Quiet.
By the
No. Why don't you ask?
That's enough insinuation for.
Why? 'Cause he was worth. So am I.
He killed the guy for stepping out of line. What? Is Mr. Titus Hart?
Why? I am.
what kind of
The kind that
Alive?
I can't prove it.
Because one night.
really?
Yeah.
We could...
Sire, this is a serious violation
Wrong.
from rape. He regrets
To kill us all.
Yeah.
He grabbed some
Yeah. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt?
Aren't you?
Yeah!
seems like they don't want to talk about that rape.
No.
There's nothing you can do for now.
We.
Didn't they take...
the autopsy.
The lieutenant,
We.
Yeah.
That's right.
make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then,
My fucking.
Samaran, he may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no.
Right fucking.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Titus is solid
We've
as
been
a rock.
annoyed with that
And so-
failed. Yes. Okay, I passed the the 5-minute mark.
No. Of course.
Fuck off.
Keep your eye on this.
And fuck you.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more.
No. Of course he's...
Fuck off.
Keep your eye on this. Powerful.
Like what, Copper? Huh?
There was a
How the fuck?
Interesting.
This line of questioning is open.
Yeah, lawman.
It's almost an anthropological site.
Not in the arrest...
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster, while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve. There's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Oh, this is curious. I'm only doing this because of that thing they said about me being weak. You confessed to murder. I'm stepping in. I'm taking you in. Oh, too bad I can't equip the friggin' crowbar right now. Dang.
Look, Coppers. I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7.
That's an Easter 50. A Ziemsk-made monstrosity. It'll blow your head clean. Almighty God. Even Dick Mullen only has a 45.
I don't want to back off. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I should have saved. Let's see how this goes.
The
You're
last
under
thing
arrest.
you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast. Not an echo. No one screams. It's more dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez.
Wow.
As the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed.
Okay, wow, we died twice. Okay, I'm gonna be smart this time and actually saved. To answer your question, yes, we lost an hour of progress. But seriously, my only other choice was to back off. After the game called me weak! And now it just called me dead. Oh, speaking of which, I could try that thing now. Come on, I didn't even get to some kind of insane check. Oh, though if I had a check, I would have kept trying it. Or, not
In your
me
hands,
necessarily,
you
but
hold.
the player
Indeed,
would have.
It would do that in Grub.
Or some players would have.
You flip. Real art is the back cut. She can't be much older than a myth. In cold, the Yugo Grub as ethnic ten, it would physically hurt.
Read 10 more pages.
They go through a brief and somewhat awkward
Whoa.
love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate.
That does help my
Happiness and
experiment.
fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
And
She
the woman?
spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
This is terrible.
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Neat. Okay,
The bullet is beside his orderly handwriting. The bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What? Well, if we find in conclusion,
The squad, you wouldn't ordinary the jacket of the, you can just, it's quite
what can you say? A jacketed bullet.
highly un.
Even the
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. A rifle.
68,
The
37 in a
4.4
row, awesome.
No. Antique.
What do you think? Okay, an antique. That makes sense. I have to hand some new art.
Prohibiting peacetime law
Imagine, but back to the investigation. Let's find out.
okay, nothing special. Got it! Tuck this dude one more time. Come on, run faster. Guys,
Hola, wandering man. To get me,
What happened?
I was asked to look into.
Did you?
At first I thought, so I went to. Serves me right for doing menial. I learned.
What else?
Not much. I did
How does it?
in parts. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass.
Nice and bad.
Smart choice. Good luck if you go for those boots though. No problem.
I appear smart because I have died twice for stupid decisions. Okay, and then we get back in there. Again. Man, I'm never gonna get rid of Kim this episode. I really thought I was gonna be doing some shady cop shenanigans without him. Man, you're a cop and you can't even arrest people. It's idiotic. Just because they don't want to be arrested, you can't arrest them. That's what this game boils down to. And there's probably gonna be no repercussions for this guy either. Unbelievable is right, Lizzie. Jerk. Let's see. Just in case. save. I could quick save, but I feel like I need a more permanent save after dying twice. Was there anything on here? I mean, there was the other choice, but like, do I get anything for squinting? No.
This is
All right. Come on, walk over, cross your arms faster. Yeah.
Detective.
Hey.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity.
Wow. Real?
Yeah.
Must
Nope.
be some.
Yeah.
This doesn't
Yeah.
give us
You
anything.
might want to.
Do a head count first. Connect these
So, you're not.
They love him, boss.
Funny. But my partner and I have a
Should
serious
I should have
matter
looked
to
around the
discuss
room. I
with you.
didn't. Oh well.
Container belt? Because we.
There's a catch hidden somewhere.
There is no catch.
Or 7.
How many people?
Shares
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years.
No, I'm gonna reload because I did remember something I missed. The little detail about the 8th member. That's what you get for counting everyone in the room.
This is where you say your bit.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Detective.
Hey.
do not let their squeals disturb your...
Oh,
You sure took your...
Oh, he was a real pretty boy.
I can't.
You might want.
Do a head count first. Start sitting on his across. He spent it and then the M in the far size in the in conclusion. Exact.
The fuck is with you, fella? What do you or what?
Actually,
She
shut the fuck up.
So let me get this
It was the
straight.
big guy said that, the
There is-
sweating
That's
dude.
right. You're not
good. There's no point in pushing it further.
the Brit.
Funny. But my
You mean these? We all. Yeah.
There's a catch hidden somewhere.
There is no catch.
All 7 together.
How many?
Shares
Or send them to Reunion to rot.
Okay.
For 20 years. For life.
Just. Okay, let's say this one. See what we get this time.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon.
No, it's not.
And here in Martinez, we agreed.
Are you deaf? Do you think?
a trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Who do you fucking think does?
The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one.
The sweaty man turns red.
It's not the fat ass.
I think you got.
Yes, there are some you don't.
I know, Lizzie.
known.
Yeah.
Quiet.
by the
No. Why don't you?
That's enough insinuation.
Why? I ain't
Yeah.
the kind of.
Alive,
I can't prove it.
because one night,
really
yeah,
We couldn't...
Sire, this is a serious
Wrong.
from Rick. He regret.
To kill us all.
yeah,
he grabbed some
yeah. Show me your con.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
This seems like they don't want to talk about.
No.
There's nothing you can do for now.
We.
Didn't they...
the autopsy.
The lieutenant
Yeah. That's right.
make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
My fucking.
Samaran, he may be lying, but he's
Right fucking.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Titus is solid as a rock. And Elaine, this little him neither.
Oh, so backpack. I picked some interesting choices, and my character literally blew his brains out. Then I came back real fast, got through the same amount of progress in like I want to say about 7 minutes ish, and then all of these a-holes shot both me and my partner dead. So we loaded again.
No. Of course he...
Fuck up.
Keep your
Which
eye
is why
on
I'm clicking
this.
through so
fuck,
fast,
this one is a
because we already
story
seen all
more
this.
Like what, Copper?
There was a
How the fuck do?
Interesting.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already?
Yeah, look.
It's almost
Not in the...
by your... While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve.
Look, Coppers. I know you think you're doing your job here.
That's an East Almighty God.
This
Even
will
Dick
get me
Mullen only
killed.
has a 45.
But it's weird how they describe it. They describe it as if there was like they didn't exactly say a muffled noise, but they said there was no loud bang, nothing. everything just goes quiet. And Ister 50, you could blow Dick Mullen away with that.
Am I gonna have to?
Tilts his head like a hawk, eyes narrowing to a mere shadow beneath his ball
That
cap.
won't be necessary. Let's just all cool off.
Okay, let's save and talk to him again, I guess. Let's just quick save this time. We did a real save
Looks
earlier.
like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Okay.
You still...
Indeed. Might.
Well, it's bound to happen.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if...
Wow!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
You know what I think? Around the bull...
All the goofing around is to...
Shit!
Yeah,
No, he meant
Before? After?
Never
It's not like he blew it wide open, but
again.
good one, Titus.
Nothing.
I think we're going to have done this job.
Good luck with that. You've heard
All
everything
right.
a cop is gonna hear from us.
Let's guess
Real
8th Hardy,
law
strange
officials.
reaction to bullet, and we didn't back off this
Lucky we
time.
Didn't get a beating.
If we add our... If we take off that stupid ledger, then we'll have 4, so we still need a net 12. We could increase the chances very slightly if we do drugs in front of our cop buddy.
establish authority. Yes.
That's it?
Or did you already? You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Okay, fine. Let's do this again.
Why?
This is, I'm afraid, it's not what you think it is.
What?
either.
Who, me? What is it? This...
Yes. You. Stop talking out loud. You sound like you're unraveling.
Everyone calm down. This is only a
What
demonstration.
in the...
The fuck is happening?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Let's scare him more. I know what I have to do.
And what is that?
He does not like that phrasing. Neither do I.
Trust me, Kim. I am merely flesh.
Merely what? Be careful. It's low.
Good. Now,
I want to
put
point
it
at them.
I want to point it at them. Quit your one. Everyone knows how to do that. You're a special man.
Put the bear in my mouth. And morale goes down, and I lose some resources.
What are you doing?
Genuine.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
These are my thoughts. This is my head.
What in the name?
Acidic taste on your lip.
The fuck is he? Sammy.
Nothing. Give me the gun.
They're definitely not going to do this. They're not going to respect me. They're going to think I'm a total crackpot. And this would...
Fellas, the cop is really threatening to off himself. This is insane.
No, that is not what is happening. This show is unnecessary. Give me my gun now.
He's desperately trying to offer a counter-narrative. There is none.
I'm not effing this case up. You will respect me.
We'll solve the case. Look at me.
Inside the small mechanism.
Yeah, cause I sorta wanna see that shit.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
Now I want to pull the trigger. But, no, we already know what happens if I do.
Thank you. Nothing to worry about here, people. My partner likes to play these jokes. Here's what you call dark.
Yep.
Dark? What the fuck was that, you carnies? We haven't seen our...
I knew he wasn't gonna.
No. I still have my money on him. Sooner or later, he has that look.
Haha, why did you like my funny joke?
Do not think your failed suicide attempt will win you any pity from these men. Do not expect them to forget it either.
Oh, then the show was a success.
Again, it was a dark joke. Maybe we should go for a little walk, Joker, before we continue. Jogging around seems to have a positive effect on...
Okay, I expected to get a debuff on the authority roll. Anyway, oh, Kim is not happy.
What in the name of hell was that supposed to be?
He's gritting his
A
teeth.
theatrical suicide attempt. We need to talk about it.
Do we have to?
We do. I was able to recontextualize it as a dark joke. I will not be able to recontextualize it the next time. I understand you sometimes employ extreme interrogation tactics, but I want you to understand that was too extreme.
Yeah, it was
We
pretty
can't
real.
have RCM officers going around putting guns in their mouths. We can't afford to have that image. Few institutions can.
This is bad. It's gonna happen again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try it again soon. But why did she leave me then?
Whew.
Takes out his glasses, reaches for a claw, pauses, puts his glasses back on.
Don't know why she left you. Let's go.
Oh my god, that was terrible. Alright, let's try that again! And we're gonna do drugs this time? Are we? Maybe we should. Can we do anything with this? No, we can't. Wait, the letter's already off. I mean, we've loaded so many times, right? Might as well. I want my crowbar in her hand just in case. I doubt it was gonna do anything.
Whoa.
These guys have big guns.
In your hand. What a funny little cap.
Open the
The
cap.
container is warm to the touch. Or is that
Flip
just
it, but only
you
a little.
suck a minuscule drop of extremely chemical smelling liquid into your mouth? There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone.
Tastes like fire.
It tastes like many things.
Look at all my health
melted
going down.
into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists as it did before. Only now, gentle flames lick at its edges, as though it were a photo burning.
Really?
No, of course not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm.
Real flames are pretty darn warm.
This warmth, it makes you want to share your discovery with Kim.
Let's not. What be to stand straight and walk?
Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You could even operate heavy machinery. Fire machinery. Please don't actually operate any fire machines.
This is gonna be so useful in my line of work.
Already you can tell you're going to be slurping
Secret
a
tasks, oh
lot
god.
more Pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light.
Give me XP.
in all human beings.
Kim is not pissed off
In the
yet.
bottom right corner of the screen, there's a Pyrrolidon button. It gives +1 to Psyche skills. Empathy, Suggestion, Authority, Inland Empire, Esprit de Corps, and Volition. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your health.
We don't need to heal. Okay, let's talk to this guy again.
Look, the insane police officer is
59
back.
minutes. Takes a sip of his beer. Okay.
The small man mimes, blowing his brains out. There's laughter in the room. Try not to kill yourself this time. This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
Okay. Let's do this one this time. I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Whine, 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 whine. Oh, this is gonna be so effective.
And
Sarcasm.
what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong.
Are you kidding me? You guys should be blowing his brains out.
All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, Fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
What?
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
I haven't said anything racist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people Kip left and right, inciting race violence in my town.
What the heck is even in that word? I haven't even seen it.
Callie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the Kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
There is no race rally. Like, what are these choices? I'm not racist. Look, I have non-white friends. Oh, jeez. All I care about is Revachol, and its people, and if some foreigner thinks, oh my god.
Sure there is. Callie said they're bulk purchasing confetti. Ribbons, too. And loudspeakers.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It'll make you look awful.
What the F is this? I know I'm being a sore loser, but come on. This is terrible. I know I'm pushing it too much, but come on. What is this crap?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
You have so many bad options ruled out, it's insane. There is no way in the world you won't do it this time.
Kim, I'm only getting to a garbage here. Please help.
You know what? You guys must be the cops. Because this is what cops do, right?
He's had enough. He's really gonna push their buttons now.
Oh, thank goodness.
Live in a bar, sit on their fat asses like they own the place, while the neighborhood goes to shit. Corpses hang from trees. Kids shoot up.
Hey, we don't have to fucking take this shit.
Glenn.
Everyone shut up!
There we go. Titus's loud baritone echoes back from the mess hall walls, and the entire cafeteria falls silent. Really? I can still hear talking.
Fuck you, man. You didn't see the place before we got here. Fucking graffito everywhere.
Oh, so you clean up the walls. Nice job. You did some real community service there. No, really. You actually cleaned up the walls. That's actually good work you did there. Nice cop work, though.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Picks the beer
Don't
back up.
let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What the heck? You mean you're not just a bunch of selfish a-holes who do whatever the heck you want? Call it authority? Call it keeping the peace? And use that excuse to blow people's brains out and hang them? I don't believe this, guys. I don't believe it. The game makes it sound like these kind of people actually have an ounce of good in them.
What is her name?
Vasya. I'm on Duke. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's Amon Duke with an O-U.
I think I know her.
You don't know her.
You're wrong, I do.
Not the way I do.
Ah, you're intimate, huh? What is your relationship with her?
I know her.
Looks around, an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus, gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
Yeah, this is gonna push some buttons. What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
This is supposed to be one of the guy who's good at keeping his cool.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
No, it's not. It's related to this dude. Oh, jeez. I got raided? Well, hi, folks. I don't think I actually have a raid message set up. Oh, jeez. Welcome, welcome. I've spent a good, oh, geez, hour and a half trying to question people. I figured I was going to get rid of my partner afterwards, but I kind of blew my brains out. Then got jumped by all 7 of these people, and there wasn't even a cutscene for it. Oh boy. When did the incident happen?
Before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde tosses him a can. Titus cracks it open. 2 weeks? You killed him a week ago if you really did kill him. You said you partied. What did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
I wonder you guys heard me slapping my own forehead just now.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
In case you're wondering, all these random messages, I'm pretty sure they're my own character's brain talking to him.
He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Okay,
remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
I don't know, you killed me pretty painlessly. I was expecting more. These guys are such a-holes. These guys, people like this rub me the complete wrong way. So when it's even hinted at that there's even an ounce of good in them, I'm in total disbelief. Alright. The fact that the dead guy has been hanging around this place for weeks and no one has any information on him just feels wrong. Where do I go talk to the lady anyway? Okay, I gotta move my chat window again. The assault victim. Door number 3. Right, because door number 2 is Kim's place. Got it. Okay, here we go.
The door is closed.
Knock.
Who is it?
Woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
I would like to do that. Because this is me in an RPG. Have I mentioned I have a tendency to loot everything that isn't nailed down? Not very nightly, I know. But old habits die hard. There was something over here I could click on. There we go. Woman's dirty clothes. Snoop. We're only going to snoop. A corpse lies under the pine tree. So she's a rape victim, and they just left his body in sight of her bathroom window for a week?
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills.
Something's wrong about that.
Haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot, but not for scrubbing blood off towels or anything else interesting, it seems.
That didn't even occur to me, but alright.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Quite the collection.
Anything of note?
Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read.
But which one?
Behind them, An unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads Necra.
Oh no, more drugs.
Necra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Whisper. Necra. Opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
He nods and looks
You
at
could
her.
say he's on the lookout.
Search the potions.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Chemical hangover, oh no! Or oh yes? I think I got this boost because I just had my cop character use drugs. Speaking of which, what happens when time runs out and my max morale goes down? Is my current morale gonna go down? Time for science. You would know, Mr. Chemist. But dang, I didn't realize there was stuff like this. Did they... I wonder if they prescribed this stuff back in the era where they, what was it? Prescribed morphine for freaking everything.
Nothing of note. The further you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest of this stuff does.
I'm okay with not improving my electrochemistry skill. That, and I think I'm out of skill points. Burn them all on authority. Blah. Was there anything else in here? Maybe, but we're not going to worry about it. So she does have way upstairs, and that was her I saw on the roof. Wait, is this... Oh, she didn't have a bed down there. That was just her dirty clothes or whatever. Oh, I'm going to click on... I didn't realize that was actually the entrance. That's a welcome mat kind of thing. Smells cigarette in there. Astra menthol. That was the one that gives you like a little, was it psyche boost? Some kind of brain boost. And I'm assuming that Kim has some too. He was smoking something.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures.
Okay.
Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Windows recently replaced. Huh.
Looks like it, yes.
That's all we got, I guess. You know, I realize that as a streamer, I should be asking people what they're up to. Beyond the usual, how was your day, and all that stuff. Unfortunately, it looks like Mel's already left.
The same.
Looks like Hollow's still here, though.
Door.
Sorry,
No
I shouldn't be
lock
calling people out like that. Why would I kick this in front of the lady? Push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
I don't know.
Where does this lead to? He doesn't know.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
That's true. Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
The building's mysterious, but I haven't found anything tying to the case. Well, other than the fact that the dude was apparently hanging out here for weeks.
And a number of people connected to the case are in
fair.
or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
I want to kick it. And my physical instrument is only 4 because I have that silly trait where I get plus physical instrument when I'm shirtless. Well, since I'm already calling out people in chat, so Medora, I know you've been hanging around. I know what you were up to before this. What about you, Backpack? You still there? You working with me on the side? Cold coffee and ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Interesting. Look, a handful of dried wildflowers. Wait, what do I have?
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Hand-eye coordination. I got high stats in this. Well, I got 5, which is pretty decent. Move your hand, fast!
The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
Oh, come on. That's what I get for loading so many times. Let's talk to her. How much do I have
Welcome
left?
to the roof.
25 minutes. I already forgot how to pronounce his name. That combination of letters that makes no sense to me. She has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the
Her
other.
hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you got here.
Nice? I don't know about that, officer.
I wasn't even thinking about the
Where
yard.
the ripe corpse of a man still lies on the ground, spotted with green and purple.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
All right. Well, it seems like I missed your message already, Sorties. Or, well, I guess you got my backpack in chat. Right, well, see you later. Maybe I'll join you for a hunt. I don't know. I keep thinking I should get more sleep. We all know it's not going to happen.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
I have very little idea of what I'm doing.
You're doing just fine. After all, your path has led you back to me.
Back to her.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible have asked us to talk to you.
No, they asked us not to mess with you.
Huh. I see.
Takes a drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What's your name, miss? For the record.
Clausier Amandou.
Clausier. Is that how you pronounce it?
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent.
I don't hear an accent, but maybe I just don't recognize it.
Her birthmarks also signal Oranje.
Birthmarks?
You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Oh, so she's got freckles. You from, Orne? Is that, how do they pronounce that?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
Well, that was a bit of an accent from
I
over there.
guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
The victim's ethnicity could have been Oranese. Something for later.
What is a Rene?
A bad memory, officer.
Understood, miss.
It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
You're talking to a guy with some serious amnesia problems.
Thankfully, it's implied.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization? Why specialization have asterisks around it? Feels like it's an unnecessary emphasis.
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Ornese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Ornese literature about? I feel like I'm just like questioning every word she's saying.
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
Man, I don't know.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being... what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
Oh. Nice. You're doing a lot of stuff.
Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
What does that imply about everyone else in this world? No, we don't need to see her passport.
The record. So official.
I notice your room's close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
I thought we're 2 rooms away. We're room number 1, she's room number 3. Although, it does seem kind of connected. Room number 2 doesn't even exist, pretty much.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
We didn't actually talk to her about my memory because I was trying to keep on the down low. But let's talk about it. Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory. This has got to be a peculiar line of questioning for a cop and a victim of an incident.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
He waits for you to finish.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Then we got to kick you out of the picture, my friend.
Quick, say something professional.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it?
Spring sun is high in the sky. This is spring? It's snowing. Oh my god. People pass below.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Well, yes, but what do you mean you don't want to say that about him?
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Oh. I was wondering about that, if they were trying to, like, jump up the charges a little bit, but then why dodge the issue after you bring it up in the first place? It's like someone gave you cue cards, you start following them, and then thought, you know what, I don't want to do this, and start backing away. Because it looks like she doesn't like the cue cards either, but unlike them, she was on board from the beginning.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Yes, I got that. Thank you, Rhetoric.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Kratos her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
Are you sure you weren't? What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Wait, partied. Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
Well, she's a disco dancer.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
What kind of party? Points at your bloated face. The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Titus told us not to question her. But, what else could have been happening? Partying? Doesn't seem like she wants to party with us, unfortunately. So sad. Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
I see, 10 centimeter heel. I think that comes out to 4 inches. Huh.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Okay, so we found out when the drugs wore off, My current and max morale went down. Yeah. Well, that's the rest of my, Maybe we can heal it up from sleep. I didn't think it would be using up all our drugs. Or, I mean, our medication. Because the actual drugs actually do health damage, you know. Must be hard for you, seeing him there all the time.
Oh, yes. I have multiple viewpoints. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Yeah.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
The call, reporting the hanging, that was you.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Wait, isn't there a busted landline around here? Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
You had no idea what you were doing, but you still knew enough to cut the phone lines just a little bit so you could put more static in it? Divert some radio fuzz into the cold wire? What? Like, what are these terms coming up here?
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Of course, my interfacing approves. Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She manages a smile.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
You know, Midoro, it could be all lies, but you know me. I'm way more inclined to believe people who are being nice and forthcoming to me. And even if they're not forthcoming, at least have some decent... What's the word? Basic etiquette, I guess? I don't say you gotta be acting like a noble, a gentleman, a lady in a fancy dress or whatever. But I'm not saying you have to even be classy. Just, treat me like a person. That's all I ask. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
That's actually fair. The union's real nasty.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
Don't say that kind of thing, Kim. Just thank her and leave it like that. Am I winning? Now I am. You missed when I blew my brains out earlier, and then when I antagonized this group of 7 people who openly admitted to murdering a dude, and they apparently killed me and my partner. I feel more bad about poor Kim here dying than about myself.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, you'd still be hanging there.
Yeah, that actually does suck. Yeah, plus all the stuff she talks about so far adds up, and that's partly why I'm listening to her, Midoro. I loaded. I lost like an hour of progress and got it back all in like 7 minutes-ish, and then died again, and I got that back in like 5 minutes. I didn't actually time myself the second time. I didn't really time myself the first time, just kind of a rough estimate. But that shows how little progress I've made. Incidentally, this is roughly the 2-hour mark of the YouTube video that's going to go up. I wonder if I should stop doing these series uploads. Barely anyone watches them. There's probably no point. Listen to me being pessimistic again. Actually, don't listen to me being pessimistic. Let's continue.
He won't be down there long, miss. We will move the body to the morgue soon.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age? We know his eyes. Blue.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Another puff, more nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did they hang him for if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
We know of it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
What was their bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
Oh, what? You thought that hanging him and just waiting for him to die wasn't bad enough?
I'm not picking up on any theatercraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
That's why she left. Because they want to make her a... Is accomplice the right word? They want to add her to their alibi.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Yeah, we're not going to ask this last question. No need for it. Thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
You mean like how I should change my stream title because I haven't gotten rid of you yet?
Wait a moment.
Interesting. Am I going to give her that little headless figurine? I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Nice room we got here.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
Oh, is that how you're supposed to write deluxe? I've always thought it was just... I mean, obviously it was taken from another language. But I guess I never put two and two together and that might be French. Where's the door lead to?
I have no idea, officer.
She looks at it calmly. That window's new.
It is.
Move slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Of course he is. What are you doing here in the whirling rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Holy crap, that's a long time. I half expected Kim to ask, how long have you been wintering? Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Right, my authority is high enough for me to actually start making these checks now. Because I kept putting points into it. And kept failing. Yeah, I put 2 points into it. Guess I can't equip my little book anymore, even though I did like the other stats that came with it. Inland Empire, and I forgot what the other one was. It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard? Dude, my character's a total druggie. I'm not going to reprimand her for it.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
Unfortunate. Collection includes Narca, and opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Makes sense.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
Takes a dragon smiles. That's
Very
as far as
funky.
it goes then. Okay.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
My volition is dead. Yeah, it's a 14. Don't have any skill points to throw into volition. I wonder if that would keep my morale higher, actually. Well, let's heal it up. What did I do that? I already knew from my math that this would do anything.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise.
No, we're not.
You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled? No, let's avert my
The
eyes.
strange moment ends. It was brief.
Okay.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Interesting that it says 11 p.m. even though it says 2300. Probably because we're going with a 24-hour system instead of a 12-hour system. Okay, Kim. What do you got to say?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this would make them cooperate? I'm more worried about how to make them cooperate without getting her on their blacklist. Because, you know, they admitted to murdering a man. Who knows if they'll murder her as well.
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all that? Because she liked the guy, obviously.
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Unfortunately, Kim, my buddy. Well, first off, I'm gonna put the flashlight on, even though this is gonna mess with like everything I'm looking at, pretty much. Yeah, this is gonna mess with my gameplay. We're gonna get rid of you now, so I could go talk to her alone. Wait, can I go back to my room and rest? Probably not, huh? It would probably be like a whole night's worth of rest.
The bed is still cold from the broken.
Not yet. Not yet time to rest. Man, I shouldn't have spent my morale there. I mean, spent that, whatever that thing is, to raise my morale again. Why did I even do that? I didn't need that. I even saw I didn't need it. Don't want to talk to Kuno anymore. Actually, can we still click on the bell?
man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts
Okay.
his glasses and takes a deep
Bag him,
breath.
get him away.
All right.
Send his body to processing.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. May they rest in processing. Oh well, in another lifetime.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse, drag it to the motor carriage. Man, the game really wanted me to steal that. Or steal those. Boots come in two, usually. Oh, we go talk to the Hardy Boys, but I think I had enough talking with them for today. So what am I going to do? Oh, let's go back and talk to her, I guess. Come on. Don't make me click through all this. I wasted an absurd amount of time, but it feels like a decent stopping point. I don't know what I'm going to do without my partner other than talk to that guy and talk to her.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
She says
You
dryly.
could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
Yes, but the fact that she went to law school means that she might not want to be a model.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
Oh, wow, that's a different approach.
This didn't change her opinion of you.
Good to know. Thank you, Rhetoric.
It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl. Definitely.
Okay, we'll talk later. Don't tell me it's that little girl, the Kunonis or whatever. Bleh. Okay, right. Go back in and talk again. And I don't know what else to do. I was going to do something about my partner, get into all kinds of trouble, but I got into plenty of trouble while my partner's around. Feel pretty bad for Kim having to deal with the mess after I blew my brains out. Felt pretty bad, you know? Confront the Hardy Boys. Without Kim's backup, I should have kept Kim
I
here.
was just thinking.
I was that eager to get rid of him.
Nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Now that Kim's in here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
She arches her eyebrow, waiting for it to connect with you.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened, other than me ripping out the tapes, of course?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Saints.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
Right, this light is so weird. What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast? Can I get my cool cop points up? Superstar cop is going up. Still got 4 points in star cop. And is superstar cop going up, or is it boring cop that's going up? Oh boy.
Yes, it was very cool.
She's nice.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
She's nice. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Is this gonna add to my sorry cop point? Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Sometimes you just need a little purge from your brain to get everything working again, you know? Like the first Amnesia game. Apparently your character was in such a sorry state that... That's spoiler territory. I should stop going there.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
sir.
Talk to your room?
Yeah?
Nothing.
Alright.
Talk about sexual
Not my
assault.
favorite topic, but okay.
Nope.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Can I look her in the eye? I need to put more points into volition. Do I have more points in volition? I have a point! Man, why am I trying to do these psyche checks? I don't even have points for psyche. Okay, how do I get my volition up? Let's see, volition... Where's my volition? You know what get my volition up? Drugs. Reaction speed. Neat. But now I got nothing. A whole lot of nothing. I'm a little curious. Is it time for another check? Yeah, screw it. Don't think too hard. Just roll with it. Even though I really should get some of my other things up. Like Encyclopedia and Visual Calculuses. They're both nice. Speaking of which, Encyclopedia's gone down because of that stupid shirt thing. And I need a skill point to get rid of that. Oh, endurance is low because of damage, right? Let's see if this actually increases my max morale. It did! Good to know.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Look in the eye.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful.
But?
I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys?
Uh-huh.
Who? Me?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do?
Oh no! You're not just talking to yourself, but yourself is talking to yourself now.
These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't remember what logic and volition were talking about this. Logic and drama were talking about. All I know is that drama said she seems sincere. She wasn't lying. I knew something was off. Oh my god. I didn't know anything was off.
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume.
All of them.
All of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised.
Electrochemistry probably isn't, because electrochemistry is already acting like this.
Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here.
Oh my god.
No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Oh god, he's compromised.
I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
The crown head, as in volition? What does volition look like? The crown head. Oh my god. How'd this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Fair point. This is me. She's been lying to me.
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is.
Yep.
She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies.
Volition, what the heck is going on? You're sounding like Logic right now. What are you supposed to be? Holding yourself together. Keeping your morale up. Volition urges you to be a good guy to others and yourself. Enables you to resist temptation. Be it in a bottle, between a pair of legs, or at the end of an iron barrel which promises oblivion. Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale, one of 2 health pools in the game. At high levels, Volition makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper. At low levels, however, you have low morale. Without it, you'd be a profoundly unstable cop, falling apart at the seams as you make irreversible mistakes. Oh, I made plenty of mistakes. Thank you, Volition.
That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know.
They did say
I don't add flair.
They did say Volition's kind of the boring guy.
But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted.
Can I trust
Not with her.
Can't trust any of them ever again. Probably with everyone else.
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here. A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
Oh my god, she is good. Oh, this is the best part. And to think I spent the whole episode just getting mad at a bunch of thugs. I like her. What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious.
Volition says you're not to be trusted, Logic.
See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised.
Oh, this is the best part. Oh my god, I can't believe I spent all that time mucking around. Next time I get to an annoying group of people, I should just skip right through it because we have this wait for us. Oh, this is excellent. I can't praise it enough. I can't even bring up the right words to praise this. I love this. The fact that you're talking to yourself is good enough, but this, your brain's saying they're all compromised. I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
I've got this? As in, you want me to play it cool? I should play it cool. Like this, I'm trying to like get information, but she's good. Real good.
For a second, her face disappears from your cornea. Only a silvery negative remains.
And it's probably beautiful.
Still smiling. A tired smile.
Wow. That was worth upgrading Volition. Even though I'm not sure if I can get any decent information again.
Not my favorite topic, but a pretty much.
Warming then.
Let me just ask a bunch of things,
We
see if I can
partied.
get anything. What do you mean you party?
We drank, sir. A lot. Stimulants.
You got
I
lovers?
guess you can say that, yes. A bit.
How do you mean?
Downstairs.
Right, how long ago?
About a month. Something like that. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
What did they hang him for?
He had something to do with the strike. I think he was in.
She nods.
What's there a bullet in his head?
Bullet?
I'm not picking up on any theatercraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
This is it. This is what I vaguely remembered. I mean, there was more, but there was this point right here for sure.
They stripped his. I'm confused, sorry. Things are starting to go a little over my head here.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that.
Powering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie. They're
How the hard
frequent
boys know you?
overdrink. A little. No, not as hard.
How should I put this?
Have I slept with any of them?
Understood.
She sips her coffee. Birds circle overhead.
I think this.
How about we, change this?
Okay, ask
Sure.
about you for the record. Let's see. How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do?
Something stupid. Oranese literature. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese.
What do you do?
Nothing. I do nothing.
Cool.
It's not very cool. But what can you do?
Can I see your passport?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
But why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you told us your real name? We don't!
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
She seems. Okay
Okie
then.
dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Huh.
The bad memory of lilacs and lightning, parks, glass, duraluminum. Fredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
And what's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
Okay, thank you. That's
The
all I need.
record.
Okay. So, you know what I figured out, everyone? The fact
The
that...
same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
What if I equip the crowbar? I have the crowbar equipped. No, the shirt is one thing that gives me physical instrument, and it's actually gonna lower it because I still have that thought that gives me +2 if I don't wear a shirt.
The same small,
Let's do it. Kick it!
door. No lock in
We
sight.
succeeded! Oh my god, everything's been going smooth since we met her. It feels weird that we
Something
kicked the door.
cracks inside.
It feels weird that we kicked the door right in front of the lady whose room it is,
It
but...
is an unbelievably satisfying sound.
Explore the whirling secret passages.
Nice.
She actually approves. Did my morale recover when I hadn't spent any? Or rather, after I healed? Dang it.
Filling you with a belief in your own body.
Thank you.
I think the bracket's broke inside. I've always wanted to know what's in there.
Let's see. I like hanging out with her. Doesn't seem like she's a direct enemy. Oh? What is this? I wonder, would I be able to see these footsteps if I didn't have this flashlight? Maybe.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Someone's been back here recently.
The dust has not settled again where these footprints have been made. The displacement in this dusty hell tells a story.
But what does this mean?
Neither the footprints nor the dust speak their secrets, but you know it means that someone has been back here.
Peeping on her, perhaps? Crouch, study the footprints.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
One person went back and forth is for Kim, who's no longer here. This is talking out loud when he asks us what's going on. This doesn't look like Odd's Hole. This doesn't look like workers' boots from the hanging, does
The
it?
footprints do not speak. They simply exist here, a product of the dust, just as the footprints outside are a product of the mud and apparently different shoes.
One person went back
The
and forth.
footprints go up the length of the room and back down. That is all they do.
There's not any particular spot that they seem to walk around a lot. And this place is still dusty, though. Doesn't look like Odd's Hole.
The footprints are of one type. They do not congratulate you for correctly recognizing what type they are not.
Still, this is interesting.
The footprints are still there. They have told their story.
I feel like I could have gone more, but there was no check. Or at least, no active one. There might have been a passive check I missed. Empathy and hand-eye coordination. What do I have right now? Esprit de Corps and Shivers. What is Shivers again? Esprit de Corps hasn't helped me very much. Shivers. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. Comes when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. Allows you to hear the city itself, to truly belong to the streets. It's a supernatural ability. Old drawings play out in present time. Scenes across the city happen in front of you. But who is speaking to you? At high levels, Shivers may make you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With low Shivers, though you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? That sounds cool. Psyche feels like it might be more charisma, actually. I don't know if there's equivalent to wisdom. There's like some common sense, like Inland Empire would definitely be locked to wisdom if this was running off the D&D or Pathfinder 6 stats. 6 ability scores, as they call them. Although, actually, no. There's some other things I feel like drama here. The drama is definitely a charisma-based thing, but it's tied to intellect. Esprit de Corps, empathy, suggestion, authority even. I guess intellect would be, Gintellect? I have no idea. Yeah, it just seems like they just condensed it a little more than we're used to. We should think about calling it quits soon. Last episode ran on really long, and we're already... Yeah, I was thinking about Wintellect as well. Except I was comparing one of those skills to Charisma. There's nothing else here. Not that I see, anyway. Ah, we're behind the blue door. This pinball is White Diora. The back glass shows a female figure. Was it in the morning? I was distracted by something. NB! The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Money!
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine.
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Let's get a closer look. Oh no, someone's going to like creep up on us while we're looking at this.
The Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated.
Do I get a key if I win the game?
Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
You know what this reminds me of? I've never actually played on one of them myself, but I hear that like some pachinko parlors, like I'm thinking Japan specifically, they have like little like cutscenes that play out as if you're like playing a video game, like things related to Kamen Rider or Castlevania. You know, I realize that these random ramblings are more befitting of a streamer. Now, look at me, just like talking about how unstreamer like I am while streaming. Unprofessional. Listen, respect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Yawn.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Pinball isn't for me. Do I win anything? I mean, it's... it's like an arcade, right? You have fun, but how much fun can a pinball machine be if you're in a story-driven
You
point-and-click
see
video
a
game?
heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. The
Such a
cobalt blue surface, old cobalt paint. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined.
Try
The
pushing the
door
door.
does not.
Leave. So I can't kick this door, but I could kick her door. Interesting.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The lattice smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Then I guess I'll just spread
The
out.
maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
What's the date? Frick if I know. Whoops.
This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines to and from the upstairs
Would a
workshop.
pinball machine really fit in
Just
here?
about. If tilted precisely, for a small elevator,
Yeah, I thought it was the
this one
50s,
is
so it's been a while.
surprisingly nice. The ancient golden bulb gutters in the dark.
You know, Medoro, my sense of time in this game has been really confused. Oh, yeah, that's right. So we thought that was probably like the 1900s, then I got confused because they're using like the ball and powder things, or I don't remember what's ball and powder, but they were muzzle-loaded pistols, single-shot muzzle-loaded pistols, and they're talking about breech loaders. Moving on from breech loaders, which got me confused, and then they said that it's because they're police. They're using civilian guns. Basically, they outlawed like real fancy guns, which I think is kind of an interesting concept. Although I'm sure if any of the guns from Hunt Showdown showed up in modern day life, we can still have deadly shootings. So yeah. So yeah, I was a little confused like the timeline, and then she said something about airline tickets, and I'm just like, okay, we have police running around with muzzle-loaded pistols and airline tickets. Man. They still talk about like a revolution. I thought maybe it was the Revolutionary War or the equivalent, because as you theorized previously, this might be like a version of America taken over by the French. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Look at
There
the
are
controls.
large rectangular buttons. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
What are you used for,
The
elevator?
deep scratches on the floor suggest it was used as a freight elevator for transporting heavy machinery and one man.
I'm assuming other than myself. Okay, we're back up here now. So someone has the key to this place, and they've been using this place as storage. And they said something about the bush on the corner room. Okay, let's talk to her. Let's see if we could report her findings. I don't know why I'm
Officer,
reporting to her, other than that I like
It's a
her.
fine day for questions.
I want to talk about your room.
Yeah?
That door there. Did you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
Tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
Why are we telling her this stuff?
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
She's being investigated. But we didn't... I feel like we would have found like peepholes or something, like if there was a peephole and someone was peeping on her, there would be like a spot where they kept walking back and forth. Maybe we'd see light shining in because the room was dark. So a pinball workshop. I actually did not figure that out. I thought it was just a storage room. Used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
That's all for now. She has
All
this
right.
kind of listless voice. Didn't seem not that I would know, but didn't seem to quite fit how they had the impression of or gave her the impression of, or when they first talked about her, they were talking as if she was like, a victim of this tragedy who's still experiencing some serious trauma, and she was to an extent, or at least that's how she portrayed herself to us. Except she sounds so listless about it, about all of it. So I was really wondering. Anyway, can we talk to you, Gart? About the back room.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yeah, 20 real for the night.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I do hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here.
Aren't you gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead. Pinball machines, a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
You're thinking about selling those pinball machines. I want a fat cut. C-suit. Crap. I'm a disruptor. Shine the light in his eyes. Blink for me. No, don't blink. I'm gonna stop my fingers. Thinking about turning this place back into a pinball arcade? Let's see. Thinking of selling those machines.
Those machines are whirling property. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm not planning to sell them. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now.
Are we gonna tattle? Are we going to tattle? I'm gonna tattle just to see where this leads.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
You have Lena. Lena's a good customer.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
What? Did someone mention my name?
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out a degenerate from room 3 nicked the phone line. Everything is okay here.
Oi. I want to see your reaction. I didn't want you to blab to everyone in here.
Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else?
Something else I want to ask about. Oh boy. Well, maybe we should call it quits. Had a fun run. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna look for that darn key. We still haven't explored that apartment. Also, I'm no longer sure about my theory that having shorter episodes on YouTube would make them more likely to be watched. It's probably got to do with the game in question as well, but like State of Mind episode 1 has like no views, so I shouldn't worry about too much, but man, not a single one. I mean, it is like some unknown story game that I never even heard of. Although Mel did, so that was kind of surprising. I feel like I mentioned that last episode. What corner room? What bush? I guess we don't need the key. We just go out into room 3 as we please. Oh, what's this? Is it because we have a light? Something down there. That's nice. So you can tell me what it is? Nope, can't click on it. Wonder if I got any new information for any of these people. And how do I talk to this person? He seems to be browsing
The
books.
ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading, then puts down the soft cover.
Good one?
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Why am I prodding about this? No. Maybe next time. Let's see. Yeah, I assumed everything was related to the strike, but And the belt's gone. Is there anything else I could do? Maybe search this place one more time? No one. That is highly suspicious. In a game I might let it slide though, because depending on the game, there might be their way of saying this is just a random NPC, but if it's just a random NPC, why include them in there? And why let you interact with them? And why let you interact with them beyond, you know, just talking to them and getting nothing? Because I think the Shadowrun games do that a lot. Or, I mean, the recent one, though. I need to come up with the name for that series. I can't remember which company did it. Hairbrain Games, I think it was. I'm thinking about playing that series on stream at some point, but I mean, maybe not after this run. This is lengthy, and plus combined with State of Mind as well. You know, this episode is taking too long, and I don't know what else I'm doing, so we're gonna call it quits. I'll probably go back up there and collect some bottles, turn them in for money, and yeah, let's call it quits for today. Episode's already way too long. Oh, what's this? Those aren't the flowers that are left. Right, the white flowers. We've had to grab them. I wonder what that was all about.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk.
Yay, 8 bottles. Alright, well, thanks for joining me, everyone. Hope you all had some fun. Stay safe, and I'll see you around. Maybe. Goodbye.